Amid all of the coronavirus drama, a lot of us probably received our invitation to respond to the 2020 census. It's weird that there haven't been a lot of advertisements about it or public service announcements. I understand that there's this virus going around, so priorities shift. The 2020 census determines congressional representation. This means how many people as well as who will represent you in Capitol Hill in Congress. It informs billions of dollars of federal funding, and it provides data that will impact your specific community for the next decade. The purpose of the census is to count the population of all 50 states and the 5 U.S. territories. The census is mandated by the Constitution to be conducted every 10 years. Also, your participation is required by law. The results of this once-in-a-decade survey determine how many seats each state has in the House of Representatives. The data is also used to redraw electoral districts. The census literally impacts everything. The data is used to determine what communities need new schools, new clinics, new roads, etc. So once you receive your invitation to respond from the Census Bureau, they want to know only several different types of information. So this is who's in your household, your birth date, and your ethnicity. I understand that a lot of us are reluctant to give the government this information about ourselves. But let's be honest, the government likely knows a lot about us already. We all have birth certificates, we have social security cards, we have identification cards, we file taxes. All of these have our birth date and likely our ethnicity on them. With this information, the census literally is able to count us. And this is how we know the different percentages of different ethnicities in the United States and the population of each community, so we know how tax dollars should be allocated from the federal level. Also, there's no question on citizenship status. So even if you're an undocumented immigrant, you should definitely fill out the census. The census informs how the government will fund community-based programs. These include Head Start, mental health services, Medicaid, as well as SNAP benefits. Since the census informs how the government will allocate money for literally 10 years, we need to make this a priority. I understand there's a lot of things going around, but this shifts how our communities are funded on an institutional level. So when you receive the form, please respond adequately and make sure you have the information there so you can be counted. Get your money up.